Good afternoon po, ma'am. I am Esthetician Daniel Tiradin po. I am from College of Nursing, Cavite State University po. I'm the one, before we start po, may I get your permission po to cooperate in my video in my return demonstration po. Assume that the patient is agreed to cooperate in my video in return demonstration. First, I need to gather all the equipment that I needed. The equipment needed is already here. And then I'm going to explain to the patient what I'm going to do. Good afternoon po, ma'am. We're going to do a female genitalial assessment po. This assessment po is I'm going to inspect and palpate your female genitalia po, so we can detect or we can identify if you have any early symptoms of any diseases. And so tell me po, ma'am, if you feel uncomfortable po or if you feel anything po. And after that, we're going to provide the privacy to the patient by closing the doors and the windows. And then we're now going to do a hand hygiene and wearing eye gloves. So now let's assume that I wear is the sterile gloves po. We're going to inspect the pubic hair of the patient. So we're now going to inspect. So upon on my inspecting, the pubic hair should be a triangular shape. Also, the distribution is equal. The abnormal it is also have no parasites on the pubic hair of the patient. Also, it should be also a smooth. So upon the abnormal findings on the pubic hair of the patient, the abnormal findings is there's a parasite. Also, the distribution of the pubic hair is unequal. Also, this is not a smooth. So now we're going to inspect. We're now going to inspect the labia majora and perineum of the patient. So the labia perineum of the patient, it should be symmetrical. Also, it should be a smooth, and it should be also no redness, no redness, no lesion. So the abnormal findings of the abnormal findings is it is have a red it is have a redness, it also have a smooth, also it also have a lesions, and it is also a asymmetrical. Now we're going to inspect the labia minora and clitoris uterilial of the patient. Okay, so upon on my inspecting the labia minora of the patient, it should be the normal findings. It should be a pink, moist. Also, it should be a symmetric. It should be also a no swelling. Now in clitoria, it should be a small. Also, it should be a smooth and not enlarged. Also, the uterial, it should be a small. Also, it should be also in the center and no redness. Now for the abnormal findings, it should be a no redness, no swelling, also no lesion. So we do that so we can detect if they have any early signs of infection of sexual transmitted diseases po to the patient. Now we're going to palpate the gland on the patient. Okay, so upon on my palpating, it should be no tenderness. Also, it should be no swelling on the no swelling. Also, no dischargement. And so we also for the abnormal findings, it should be tenderness. Also, it should be having a swelling on the vagina of the patient because it can be also early signs of infection on the vagina of the patient. Also, no dischargement. So, also no tenderness. So, for the abnormal findings, it should be have a tenderness. It should be have also a swelling, and it should be also have a dischargement on the vagina of the patient. So we do that so we can detect if they have any infection or inflammation on the vagina of the patient. Now we're going to palpate the urethra and the squamous gland of the patient. So upon on my palpating, it should be no tenderness. Also, the patient should be doesn't feel any discomfortness or doesn't feel any pain. Also, it should be it should be also have no dischargement. So we do that to detect if they have any inflammation or infection. Infection on the gland of the patient. So now we're going to do the internal genitalial assessment on the internal genitalial on the female patient. So now we're going to inspect the vaginal opening and the angle of the vagina of the patient. So for the vagina opening of the patient, it should be not should be not tight. Also, the 1 to 2 finger, it should be also a easily to admit that 1 to 2 fingers on the vagina of the patient. That's normal. Also, it should be it should be also a smooth and soft. So for the abnormal findings, it should be also a tight and also painful when when I touch the vagina of the patient. So we do that so we can detect the capacity of the vagina. So also we can detect if they have any lesions on the vagina. So now we're going to assess the vagina musculature. So now we're going to assess the vagina musculature. Okay, so for the upon on my assessing, it should be the normal findings. It should be having a strong muscle on the vagina, and also it should be also have a contraction, and it should be having a no bulging or bladder on the vagina of the patient. It also having no urine also on the vagina of the patient. So now for the abnormal findings, it should be having a weak it should be having a weak muscle on the vagina of the patient when I touch that. Also it should be having a it can be also a cause of the stress on the muscle of the vagina of the patient. So now we're going to examine the speculum. We're now going to do the speculum examination on the vagina of the patient. So first we need to inspect the cervix of the patient. Okay, so for the normal finding of the cervix of the patient, it should be a round, also no redness or lesions. Also, it should be also a smooth and small. It should be the size. It should be a 2 to 3 inches. The cervix of the patient. Also it should be having a normal dischargement of the. It should be a clear and odorless on the dischargement on the cervix of the patient. For the abnormal findings, it should be a red, blush, and have a pale color on the cervix of the patient. So now, we're going to obtain a specimen on the vagina of the patient using a using the cotton. So now we're going to get a specimen on the vagina of the patient. So this should be a test. This is a test to get on the vagina of the patient. So now after getting the test of the vagina, we're now going to we're now going to inspect the vagina wall of the patient. So we're now going to inspect the vagina wall of the patient. So for the normal findings, it should be a pink, also a smooth on the vaginal wall of the patient, also no redness, it should be no redness, and the abnormal findings, redness, having a red and pale, and it should be a dry. So we do that so we can detect if the vagina if having a abnormalities like infection on the vagina of the patient. So now we're going to do a binomial examination on the vagina of the patient. So now I'm going to place my one hand on the vagina of the patient. Okay, so upon inspecting the uterus of the patient, it should be a pear, and it should be a pear shape, and also it should be having a smooth and no tenderness on the uterus of the patient. So for the ovary, it should be a oval, and it should be having a slightly tenderness on the ovary of the patient. So for the abnormalities, if they having a enlargement, tenderness, and having a irregulation on the heart of the patient. So we do that so we can detect if they have any health reproductive issue on the vagina of on that patient. So now we're going to do on having a rectovaginal examination on the patient. So now we're going to do rectum vaginal examination on the patient. So before that, I'm going to assume that I already changed the gloves on the rectum vaginal of the patient. So now I'm going to put my finger on the rectum vaginal of the patient. Okay, so upon on my inspecting on rectum vagina of the patient, it should be having a smooth, also non-tender on the rectum of the vagina of the patient. So for the abnormalities, it should be having a thickening and tenderness on the rectum vaginal of the patient. So now we're going to assess the anus and perineal area of the patient. So for that, I'm going to inspect the skin, if they have any skin lesions on the anus of the patient. Okay, so upon all my inspecting on the anus of the patient, it is having a dark color skin of the anus of the patient. That is normal. So it is also having a nose it should be having no swelling, no redness, and also it should be having a moist also. Upon on my for the abnormalities, it should be having a redness and swelling or discoloration on the rectum of the patient. Now we're going to inspect the sacropedial area of the patient. So I will check the lower back area of the patient. So upon on my inspecting, it should be having the skin is smooth, no swelling, no redness. And for the abnormal findings, it should be having a dimpling. Also, we can detect all we can determine if it should be having a swelling or redness on the lower part back of the patient. So now we're going to inspect we're going to inspect the rectal prolapse of the patient. So we're going to palpate now. We're going to inspect. So sir, ma'am, can you inhale po or push po? So upon on my inspecting, it should be having no bulging and no bulging, and also for the abnormal findings is having a red mucosa or redness on the rectal of the patient. So now we're going to palpate the anal sphincter of the patient. So ma'am, I'm going to palpate gently lang po. Okay, so upon on my palpating, it should be having a tight, also having no pain when I palpate that. So now we're going to do the rectum assessment on the patient. So now I'm going to palpate the rectal mucosa of the patient. Okay, so upon on my palpating, it should be a smooth, also non-tender, also having a no nodules and having or irregularities. So for the abnormals, it should be a rough. We can feel also a tenderness. Now we're going to palpate the peritoneal cavity on the patient. So you will feel any, do you feel any pain po ba, ma'am? So upon on my palpating, I don't feel any masses or tenderness. So for the abnormal findings, we can feel a masses or tenderness. Also we can feel also a swelling on the rectum of the patient. So now we're going to inspect the feces of the patient. So, I will using this one po. Okay, so upon on my inspecting the feces, it should be having, when I inspect, it should be having a brown, no redness. So the redness can indicate blood on the rectum of the patient. It can be having a swelling on the rectum of the patient. So now ma'am, we're done. So now ma'am, we're done on this assessment po. So after that, I'm going to remove my gloves and perform hand washing and document my findings.